Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is CryptoTakeOver, coming back with another video again for y'all this evening. And we've been kind of consolidating after this large dump that we just had in Bitcoin. Let's take a look and see what's going to happen in the charts. What is the charts telling us? Are we headed lower? Is this bottoming out for us? Are we going to just go to 10K right now, like some people want it to go, or are we headed back to 7K? That's yet to be determined yet, but as we take a look at the charts, we're going to kind of get an idea of what looks good for us. And hopefully that sounds interesting to y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I make a Bitcoin video every single day on this channel. And let's get started. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna take a look at our 30-minute here. We are on the 30-minute time frame. We're gonna kind of see in confluence what this is telling us. We can see that we did have our rounded money flow here in our red area, and it did like we wanted to clip into the green, but we got rejected again, probably because of some of our higher time frames that what they're telling us. And so we can see that we are back in the red, and we're gonna see what's happening here. And also, we can see on our 30-minute time frame that when our new daily candle opened here, you can see this is where our VWAP has our stair-stepping area. That's when the new daily candle opens. You can see that we came back up to retest the VWAP, then we got rejected, came back up to retest the VWAP, got rejected. That's a good indication that the bears do have control for the day. So we will kind of keep an eye on this to see what happens. Maybe we'll come back up and retest that VWAP at about 86.50 area. So that will be yet to be determined. But that money flow is keeping us held down right now. Same on the 1 hour. 1 hour also money flow is still in the red area. We getting a little bit of a trigger wave here to maybe signify that we could start to head back to the top. But we do have a nice yellow X here. Pushing us to the downside here, and that was indication of that red dot that just formed too. You can also see that our Heikanashis are still red. Pivot high for the day was at about 9K, and our pivot low, another bottoming out at about 84.16. So guys, this was another price area I was kind of looking at, about the 8400 area, but ultimately I feel like that we need to come back down and retest this bottom support at about 8200. That's where I'm looking at. But man, my Patreon group has been killing it, yo. Like shout out to them. You know, we've been nailing this bottom side we've been nailing the calls to the bottom side just consistently, and it's been turning out really great for us. I'm super proud of them, and you know, just the community that we're building on this channel too, with the Telegram group, the Discord group. So congrats to them. I know that they're doing well. I keep in touch with them through the Discord channel, which is private. You can get signed up in the Patreon link below. I sent out an email to the newsletter subscribers as well too. I'll talk a little bit more about that here in a second. Let's take a look at our 2 hour, or this is our 2 hour here. Another yellow X forming. Maybe somewhat of an anchor, or we had our anchor wave and then maybe a trigger wave forming down here on our Cipher blue, our Cipher B blue waves. Money flow still keeping us to the downside here just a tad bit. We did fall out of this rising wedge support, and then we continued to the downside. That call was about at about 8400. It looks like we found that 8400 mark there too as well. So that was fulfilled. Now we could just be consolidating out just a tad bit here. Yellow X, I did give that free signal for the yellow X on our 4 hour. Once I dive into that, our 4 hour had this yellow X form for us the other overnight, and I was able to give that signal out to at least the paid, or the free signals group in Telegram. But my Patreon group was way ready for this, y'all. What did my friend, what did he get in at? He got in at like unique object. I think he got in super early in this. He got in at about 8900. Look at that, man. He got in at 8900. I didn't even get in that good, but I think I got in at about 8,800, somewhere around there, and then we just kept riding this to the downside. So we were definitely looking good. I've been taking a little bit of profit here and there. But I gave this free signal out to the Telegram group, and this was a good indication that we were heading back to the downside, maybe putting in somewhat of a trigger wave here. But we can also see that our money flow was starting to round from this green. Now we're starting to round into the red area. So based on our higher time frames, is this money flow going to keep us to the downside? That's yet to be determined, but I have a feeling that we're going to continue to consolidate here, possibly, and maybe even trickle off a little bit more. So coronavirus has seeped into the Bitcoin market, into the crypto market, and it is in full contagious mode in the crypto market. So we just need to be aware. We need to make sure we have our masks on. If you have that beard, you need to trim it. I know I'm geared up. I got the masks ready. Shout out to CryptoFace. We all are becoming CryptoFaces one by one now because of coronavirus. So guys, I'm joking around, but I'm having a good time because we've been killing it in the Patreon group, and I'm just super happy for them. You know, it's been a long road. It's been a long journey, especially for myself, and to feel like I finally have figured out how to analyze a little bit better based on the teachers that I have been that I've paid for. You know, and this is education that it doesn't come free sometimes. You know, it's me being a part of several different paid for groups, learning from them how to read the charts, learning from them what are good indications of uptrend or downtrend, when is a good time to get in and out of the market, knowing that taking profit is better than, you know, just leaving profit on the table, you know. So I'm just excited. I'm excited. You know, coronavirus can't keep us down forever, even in the crypto markets. But at the same time, I feel that we're going to still need to see a little bit more consolidation or some bottoming out here before we decide to head on up going on into March. So that's our 6 hour, and then our 8 hour here. We did have that double snake eye on our 6 hour, but our money flow is still headed to the downside. Our 6 hour money flow is still rounding here, ready to turn red, maybe for some consolidation. Heikenausis are still a solid red right now, indicating that there's no sign of just reversal just quite yet. So we'll keep an eye on this, a solid green dot here, indicating that we could have a little bit of a trend consolidation or a trend back up, but it's going to be kind of hard for us right now. And guys, with that being said, let's just talk about a little bit what I have going on the channel too. Like I said, I have the newsletter that you can sign up for, and I just sent out a newsletter yesterday, and it was basically just saying, you know, how much the crypto market is unsure of right now, but how I want people to feel safe in this market with the right investments, with the right altcoins that they're getting into. So I talk about how my Patreon members have been killing it in the private signals group too. We've called this bottom, or we've called this drop, this dump, all the way at about 9,800, 10K. I had some Patreon members get in at about 10K, and they rode this all the way down to make over 50% profit. And so honestly, I feel that me coming out doing a video every single day, we're looking at the charts together. I have the community to back it up, but that's just why I want to make sure that everyone in my community is doing well. And I want to put a cap on the private signals group too, as well. And I talk about that in the newsletter that I sent out. But you need to get signed up for the newsletter, because I'll give away free private videos in there that I only give my Patreon members. You know, I'll give it to the weekly newsletters, you know, maybe a month later or something like that. So that way y'all can get the quality information as well. But I also do giveaways, and if you are interested in some of the giveaways I do, you need to be signed up to qualify for those as well. So I'm just going to ask for your YouTube name, your Discord name, and your email, so that way it's just easy for me to get a hold of you if you do win something, right? So come check out the first link in the description box below to get signed up for the newsletter that I have, and then also the Crypto Takeover Patreon page. Like I said, shout out to all my Patreon members. I'm going to give y'all a shout out at the end of this video, but we have been totally killing it. And it's a good feeling, you know. It's a good feeling to know that I'm helping other people out, and that they can actually come on to my Discord channel and actually show their profit logs. So if y'all are curious and looking at that, y'all can check out the link to go to the Discord channel and join the Discord channel. So that way, if you do become a private Signal member, VIP member, I can just go ahead and give you the new Patreon role, so you can have access to the private signals as well on the Discord channel or on the Discord server. But we have been killing it. I'm super ecstatic about everyone joining the group. I sent out the email to all the people that are subscribed to the newsletter last night, saying that they have until the end of until the end of February. March 2nd will be Monday, to get a 60% off discount right now for the private signals, to join the private signals. So that price is only going to be valid until Monday, March 2nd, and then it's going to go up. I'm raising the price up on it, but also I'm capping it off too. So I'm only going to allow 60 people in there, and that's just so that I can get around to everyone in the group, make sure that they're all doing well, and that we just don't get a lot of noise in there either, because I don't want a lot of people bringing other noise in, you know, getting freaked out and stuff. So I think we have a really good strategy on our hands right now, and it's working for us, and we're just going to stick to that. So I don't want there to be a lot of people just in there, you know, suggesting other things and, you know, getting confusion with all of our members too. So I'm capping it off. Prices will go up on Monday, March 2nd. Just a heads up, get signed up now to get access to the Patreon page and the VIP private signals channel as well. By Monday, those will become 2 separate tiers, and it will cost more for the second one. So the Discord channel, y'all can go ahead and join it. Also the Telegram group. If y'all do kind of want to see a little bit of me off of YouTube, I like to get posts into the Telegram group as well. Just news articles or market cipher updates as well, and what we see on the charts when I'm not making a YouTube video. Y'all can join that. Steadily growing here, so that's good. Look at that, man. We just got 10 new members overnight pretty much. So you know, we're not playing around on here, y'all. The drop happened and we're in, you know what I'm saying? We are making it happen. So I use TradingView Pro Plus plan. If you are using Market Cipher, I know CryptoFace is about to come out with his affiliate program for Market Cipher. I would really appreciate if y'all use that affiliate offer whenever CryptoFace has it available, to support the channel. You know, that would be freaking awesome. Like I said, we're going to study this together. We're going to do all the one-on-one that we can. Even if you're not in the one-on-one member Patreon tier, I'm still going to, if you message me or DM me, I'm going to get back to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get back to you, and we're going to talk about it. So please, the communication is open. It's an open channel with me. I love hearing back from everyone that's supporting the channel. And yeah. So if y'all are interested in just buying and holding, and y'all don't want to be on the exchanges trading, that is perfectly fine. I have nothing against buying and holding either. Actually, that is one of the best strategies that you can do in this space. So feel free to use the link in the description box below to buy your Ledger Nano X or S. If you buy a Ledger Nano X right now, you get a free Ledger Nano S using the link in the description box below. So also on the Patreon page, I have 2 of my favorite altcoins that will do tremendously well in the future, and that I truly believe in, but also that I want you to do your research on, so that way y'all can truly believe in them as well. And one of them could actually end up capping over Bitcoin in the near future, and that is, you know, taking its position over _1 in the Bitcoin charts too as well. So feel free to check that out if y'all are interested. That will eventually be its own tier as well too. But if you join now, you can get both the private signals and the Patreon posts as well. I use Bybit to leverage exchange, to leverage trade, and then also that's mostly I think what my Patreon members use as well. It's the one that we know the best, and so if y'all need any help with Bybit or y'all are curious about learning some other things, I know it was kind of a learning curve for me when I first came onto the platform, but I've been using it for over a couple years now, and so definitely kind of familiar with it, and I get the idea, but also at the same time, if you are brand new to leverage trading, I would not recommend it. But you can start to trade on the testnet, and what the testnet allows you to do is just use fake Bitcoin and to make sure that your algorithm is working, to make sure that you're profitable, and that you are making good trades. And the way to do that is to get signed up with the link in the description box, and then you want to come down here and message support, ask them how to access the testnet, so that way you can get started on the testnet and practice your trading on there first. If you are a USA citizen, I would recommend Prime XBT to leverage trade. You can use Bitcoin to trade the S&P 500, gold, euro, all euro to USD, basically all the fiat currencies on there as well, gold and silver, and then a few different altcoins as well. So S&P 500 has been tanking too. There's been a correlation with the S&P 500 and Bitcoin that I've seen people show. We're not going to show it here, but you could have been shorting with your Bitcoin on Prime XBT. So feel free to check out that link as well too. And so we're going to jump into our 12-hour here. 12-hour hasn't put in a big green dot yet, but it does look like it's ready to put in that big green dot. And but we can see our money flow hasn't even moved into the red yet, but it looks like it's ready to start moving into the red. It might be getting ready to gear up to give us a big red money flow here pretty soon too. So we are going to keep a close eye on this 12-hour. And let's actually take a look at our whales buy sell signal. Still have a sell signal here. No buy signal just yet, which is okay, that's fine. But what I want for y'all to be aware of is that also I have in the Patreon group how to get the whales buy sell signal set up, if y'all are interested in that, and how to get Aldo EMA set up, which allows you to have at least 5 different EMAs on the screen without having to put 5 different indicators on your TradingView account. So you don't really have to upgrade the plan if you want to. You can just use one indicator to have 5 different EMAs on here as well. And I'll show you all that. It's a custom code that a couple of my that one of my paid for groups that I am in gave to us, and I'm going to give it back to y'all in the Patreon group as well. So feel free to check that out. I'm going to turn off our SR here. And then we're going to go into our 1 day. And consistently just putting in this red downtrend. I mean, it's looking really nasty, y'all. It's looking really, really nasty. Our 1 day also moving into that clipping off our green money flow, looking like we're ready to head back down to the downside. So this is not going to be good if we continue to move into our red money flow, even on our 1 day. That's going to take a long time to fulfill out, even on our 12-hour and our 6-hour and 8-hour. I did want to go back to our 6-hour here. But we just moved into the red money flow there, and even in our 8-hour and 12-hour, we haven't even quite moved into that red money flow, but that's going to take a while for it to play out. And then we could see some consolidation, or I don't even know. I don't even know, but we gonna be ready for this. We're gonna have our CryptoFace masks on. I just ordered a new one with a design on it too, so we're all gonna be looking like CryptoFace. So shout out to him. But yeah, we called it, man. We called it. Okay. So then our 3 day is also looking like it wants to clip to the downside just a tad bit. We were getting excited about this. We thought we were going to head back up to the top side, but it looks like we are headed more to the downside right now as well too. Maybe come back down to put in another big green dot. That would be pretty nice. That would be pretty good. We just don't want our money flow to start to move super far down, but if we have our blue wave come back down and put in maybe a small or a big green dot, that would be a nice confluence to start heading back up, and maybe finally turn this money flow into the green on our 2 day. And then also same thing with our 3 day. That's what I could see probably happening. 4-day. Now this is looking a little bit more bearish just because our money flow is finally starting to move into the red on our 4-day and our 5-day as well. What I would like to see is this money flow come back down and maybe put in a large green dot down here as well. Again, like Michelle White has been saying, a lot of my other crypto influencers out there have been saying 2020 is going to be a roller coaster ride. But that is the reason why we feel like we need to harness the trade. We need to harness the skill that we've been given the opportunity to learn, and we are going to make the most of it through 2020. But I don't want a bunch of people in there giving a bunch of noise in our Patreon members group either. So I'm capping it off, and we're going to leave it at that. So that way we can just make good sound decisions, right? And then on our 6-day here, we are starting to, our money flow is still looking pretty healthy here on our 6-day. So that's nice. And then also in our weekly too. So we do have a red dot here on our 6-day. And then our weekly will probably end up putting in a red dot as well. If these Heikanashis end up turning red, that's going to be of a concern to us. But our money flow is kind of keeping us afloat right now. If we come back down under the 0-point pivot with our blue wave, we could see another trigger wave get formed for us because we did have this anchor wave here. We could just see another little trigger wave to send us back to the top side. That might be a good indication too that we still are kind of looking bullish. And going into the monthly here, we can see that we put in that green dot for February, but I did want to look and see how this candle is going to close on our regular candles chart. If we are going to get this somewhat of a shooting star here, that is a possibility. Right now the candle is red, so that, it has the red outline. Basically it's considered a red candle, even though Heikanashis are telling us something a little bit different. But that's also because I have my whales buy sell indicator set up, and it gives us a little bit, it's more in confluence with the Heikanashis. But if this candle ends up closing, then under, I would say 89, 8800 by the end of this month, we're going to be in a roller coaster ride for March for sure, and it might not look too pretty for us. But I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. Hey, but sometimes we got to keep it real on this channel, and I know YouTube doesn't like that sometimes, but it is what it is. Sorry, I don't mean I'm breathing into the mic. Sorry, it is what it is. I've just seen a lot of my really smart influencers that can read charts really, really well start to get, just some things. Like, we just want to make sure that everyone's out there staying safe. And if we have to come on here and tell the truth that we could be bears or bulls, and hey, it is what it is, and we just got to accept it sometimes. But I feel like 2020 is going to be the year of harnessing your trading skill. And 2020 will be the year to harness your trading skill, because these time frames are not all matching up. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that I've noticed is that when we had this 3,500 K dip, when we had that dip to 3,500, everything lined up for us. Everything lined up. It was such a drastic dip that it made everything line up for us. We got all these big green dots down here, telling us that we are bottoming out. We, even on the monthly time frame, we had, we had this huge dip. We had the green dot ready. Okay, we're ready to go back to the upside, all the way to our weekly, even on our 6-day. But we didn't get that this time. We didn't get that. Money flow did not line up for us this go around on this dip here to 7,500 or the 6,500 area. It didn't line up for us. And I think that's where we have to really become great chart readers at this, because we know that things are just not completely lined up for us on all the time frames, and we have to analyze it day by day pretty much. And that's what I'm here for, and that's why I've chosen to create this channel and become just a better overall analysis reader pretty much too. We've been given the great indicator, we've also been given the great teachers, and now it's time to give back to y'all and really help support the community out there that needs something. So feel free to get signed up for all the links in the description box below. Like I said, prices will be changing on Monday in the Patreon group, so get signed up now. It's 60% off right now at the time we are speaking. And with that being said, let's give this shout out to all the Patreon members because they are out there killing it. Let's see if I can find it here. Boom. Those are all my videos. Yeah. Oh man, I'm so excited for everyone, to be honest. Like it's been a good ride. Okay, so shout out to Black Wagon, BTC Punisher, Coin Chris, Greg, Haynes, Harut Ur, Ayuk Un, Jonah, Justin Bryant, Conrad N, Mr. James A. Hunter, August Dogensoy, P. Wright, Paul A. Keller, Pike 379, Prestige 39, Shane Stein, and Unique Object. Shout out to y'all. Thanks for becoming members in the group. Really, we have a good group right now, and no one is complaining or anything like that, and it's just a really solid group. They ask me all the questions they need to be asked without getting confused, and I give it to them straight pretty much. So thanks for checking out the channel. This is Crypto Takeover. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way y'all can be updated the next time I make a video, which is every single day. And I will talk to y'all then. CTO signing out.